In the modern world, happiness is often marketed as an attainable state, promised through material possessions, personal achievements, and social validation. We are bombarded with messages that equate happiness with success, wealth, and external approval. Yet, despite following this prescribed path, many find happiness to be elusive, like sand slipping through their fingers. The more they chase it, the further it seems to retreat. This relentless pursuit often leads to frustration, anxiety, and a sense of emptiness. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, offers a refreshing perspective on this struggle. It shifts the focus from external factors to internal states, teaching that true happiness is not something to be chased but rather cultivated from within. The Stoics believe that happiness is not a fleeting emotion, but a state of contentment and tranquility that arises from living in accordance with nature and reason. If you struggle to find happiness in life, Stoicism provides timeless wisdom to guide you towards a more fulfilling and peaceful existence. 1. The Stoic understanding of happiness, eudaimonia. The Stoic conception of happiness is rooted in the idea of eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or living in accordance with one's true nature. Unlike the hedonistic notion of happiness, which is centered around pleasure and the avoidance of pain, eudaimonia is about achieving a state of inner peace and fulfillment that is resilient to external circumstances. According to the Stoics, happiness is not found in external things, wealth, fame, power, or even relationships. These are indifferent, meaning they are neither good nor bad in themselves. What truly matters is how we use them and how we respond to the circumstances of life. The key to happiness, therefore, lies in our ability to cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues help us to navigate life's challenges with grace and equanimity. 2. Why chasing external validation fails. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. The Stoics teach that we should focus our energy only on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and attitudes, while accepting everything else as it is. This principle is crucial in understanding why chasing external validation is a futile endeavor. When we tie our happiness to external factors, whether it's the approval of others, material success, or even the state of our relationships, we are setting ourselves up for disappointment. These are all things outside of our control, and they are subject to change at any moment. People's opinions can shift, fortunes can be lost, and relationships can end. If our happiness is dependent on these unstable factors, then it will be as fleeting as they are. The Stoics encourage us to cultivate an internal sense of self-worth that is independent of external circumstances. This doesn't mean that we should become indifferent to the world or withdraw from it, but rather that we should engage with it from a place of inner strength and stability. By doing so, we can maintain our peace of mind regardless of what life throws at us. 3. The role of acceptance in happiness. Another key aspect of Stoic philosophy is the practice of acceptance, or amor fati, which means love of fate. This is the idea that we should embrace whatever happens in life, not with resignation, but with a sense of gratitude and love. The Stoics believed that everything happens for a reason, and that even the most challenging experiences can contribute to our growth and development. Acceptance does not mean passivity. It does not mean that we should not strive to improve our lives or the world around us. Rather, it means that we should not resist or resent the things we cannot change. When we resist reality, we create suffering for ourselves. But when we accept it, we free ourselves from the burden of unnecessary emotional turmoil. By practicing acceptance, we can find peace in the present moment and cultivate a sense of contentment that is not dependent on external circumstances. This doesn't mean that we will never experience negative emotions, but that we will be better equipped to deal with them when they arise. 4. The power of perspective, reframing challenges. The Stoics teach that our perception of events is more important than the events themselves. In other words, it's not what happens to us, but how we interpret what happens that determines our emotional state. This is a powerful lesson in the pursuit of happiness. When faced with challenges, the Stoics encourage us to reframe our perspective. Instead of seeing obstacles as misfortunes, we can view them as opportunities for growth and learning. Every difficulty we encounter is a chance to practice virtue, whether it's patience, resilience, or courage. By changing the way we look at our challenges, we can transform them from sources of suffering into catalysts for our own development. This shift in perspective also helps to reduce anxiety and fear. When we realize that we have the power to choose our response to any situation, we no longer feel like victims of circumstance. We become active participants in our own lives, capable of shaping our destiny through our thoughts and actions. 5. Cultivating inner peace through mindfulness and meditation. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of self-reflection and mindfulness as tools for achieving inner peace. The Stoics practice daily reflection, examining their thoughts, actions, and emotions to ensure they were living in accordance with their principles. This practice of mindfulness helps to create a sense of detachment from the ups and downs of life, allowing us to maintain our tranquility in the face of adversity. One of the most famous Stoic exercises is the view from above, where you imagine yourself looking down on your life from a high vantage point, seeing it in the context of the vastness of the universe. This exercise helps to put our problems into perspective, reminding us of their relative insignificance in the grand scheme of things. It also fosters a sense of humility and acceptance, helping us to let go of petty concerns and focus on what truly matters. Meditation, or the practice of quieting the mind and focusing on the present moment, is another powerful tool for cultivating inner peace. While Stoicism does not prescribe specific meditation techniques, the principles of the philosophy align closely with mindfulness practices found in other traditions. By regularly engaging in mindfulness and meditation, we can train our minds to remain calm and centered, even in the midst of chaos. Conclusion: the Stoic path to lasting happiness. If you struggle to find happiness in life, the wisdom of Stoicism offers a path to lasting fulfillment. By shifting your focus from external pursuits to internal cultivation, you can develop a sense of contentment that is resilient to life's inevitable ups and downs. The Stoics teach that true happiness is not something to be chased, but something to be realized through the practice of virtue, acceptance, and mindfulness. Happiness, in the Stoic sense, is about flourishing in alignment with your true nature. It's about finding peace and tranquility within yourself, rather than seeking it in the ever-changing external world. By embracing the Stoic principles of eudaimonia, acceptance and perspective, you can free yourself from the endless pursuit of external validation and discover a deeper, more enduring sense of happiness.